Put your faith in the light.
Hello guys, welcome to another one of my videos. This is Lightblade. And in this one I wanted to make a fun quiz video about Paladins. So if you like the class as much as I do, try your knowledge with this fun quiz. So the quiz has 3 parts. The first one is 10 questions of multiple selection. The second part are 5 questions of true or false. And in the last part, there's 5 questions where I will play the sound file and you will try to guess what important Paladin in lore it is. Okay guys, so now let's start with the quiz. Who was ARTHAS' teacher in the Paladin ways? A. Tyrion, B. Uther, C. Taurelian, D. Muradin. The answer is B. Uther the Lightbringer was the teacher of ARTHAS in the Paladin ways. He was also killed by ARTHAS when trying to defend the urn that contained the ashes of Tyrannus Menethil II, ARTHAS' father. Who was the first wielder of the ASHBRINGER? A. Alexandros Mograine, B. Tyrion, C. Darion Mograine, D. Uther. The answer is A. Alexandros Mograine. He was one of the leaders of the Silver Hand and the original wielder of the ASHBRINGER. He was murdered by his son Renaald Mograine, and the sword became corrupted and known as the Corrupted ASHBRINGER. He later became a boss in the original Naxxramas from Vanilla as a Death Knight. What race has used Paladins for the longest time? A. Humans, B. Draenei, C. Blood Elves, D. Dwarves. The answer is B. Draenei. The Draenei culture is centered around the holy light of creation, and since they are the most ancient playable race in the game, they have been using Paladins for a long time. The first Draenei we see in the Burning Crusade trailer is a Paladin. Who was the last wielder of the ASHBRINGER before the player? A. Uther, B. Tyrion, C. Lady Liadrin, D. Darion Mograine. The answer is B. Tyrion Fordring fought in the Broken Shore, but he got mortally wounded by the giant Croesus. After naming the player the new ASHBRINGER, he passes away. There is a ceremony in which his body was buried beneath the Live Hope's chapel. What is the order of Blood Elf Paladins called? A. Blood Knights, B. Blood Hand, C. Blood Paladins, D. Silvermoon Guard. The answer is A. Blood Knights. They were formed after the destruction of Silvermoon by Arthas Menethil. Their leader is Lady Liadrin. When were the first human Paladins created? A. The First War, B. The War of the Ancients, C. The Second War, D. The Third War. The answer is C. The Second War. After the clerics of Northshire noticed that in the First War they weren't prepared to fight with just faith, they started training knights into the ways of the light, to go into the front lines to heal and protect, the first human Paladins. When did Paladins get the Avenging Wrath ability? A. Vanilla WoW, B. Wrath of the Lich King, C. Legion, D. The Burning Crusade. The answer is D. The Burning Crusade. One of her most iconic abilities, her wings were added as her main DPS cooldown, and it still is to this day. What are the Tauren Paladins called? A. Sunwalkers, B. Holy Tauren, C. Lightwalker, D. Lighthorns. The answer is A. Sunwalkers. They were founded by Aponi Brightmane, and these Tauren used the power of Anshe, the sun. Where is the Paladin Order Hall located? A. Stormwind, B. Dalaran, C. Eastern Plaguelands, D. Western Plaguelands. The answer is C. Eastern Plaguelands. There is a portal to the Order Hall in Dalaran, but the physical location is on the Eastern Plagueland. How many races can be Paladins? A. 5, B. 8, C. 6, D. 9. The answer is B. 8. As of BFA, 8 races can be Paladins, which are Draenei, Dwarf, Human, Lightforged, Dark Iron Dwarves, Blood Elves, Tauren, and Zandalari. Okay guys, let's go to the next part, the true or false questions. Most Paladins in vanilla were Retribution. This is false. Most Paladins in vanilla were holy, because Retribution and Protection weren't viable for raiding. Paladins in vanilla got their first mount at level 40 as a quest reward. This is true. Paladins got their first mount as a quest reward at level 40 from a quest giver in Stormwind City. The first appearance of the ASHBRINGER was in Legion. This is false. The first appearance of the ASHBRINGER was in vanilla in the original Naxxramas as the corrupted ASHBRINGER. Night Elf Paladins exist in lore. This is true. There are some instances in where Night Elves were found being Paladins. The last one that we know about is Della's Moonfang, a Night Elf that became a Paladin after a quest chain in Legion. In lore, Paladins can lose their power. This is true. Paladins in lore have their power binded to their conviction and their faith in the light. So whenever they lose or that falters, they lose their powers. Okay guys, let's go to the last part of the quiz, where I play a sound file of a WoW character, and you tell me what important lore figure it is.
There was a time long ago when I fell under the influence of treachery and darkness. I now go into battle, redeemed by the purifying power of the light.
This is Lady Liadrin, the leader of the Blood Knights.
You've doomed us all, betrayer!
That is Turelion, the leader of the Lightforge. Okay, let's go to the next one.
ARTHAS! The blood of your father, of your people, demands justice!
That was Bolvar for Dragon, the former Regent Lord of Stormwind and the current Lich King. Let's go to the next one.
In the light, we are one.
This is Vindicator Marad. He is the first Paladin, well, Draenei Paladin we see in the trailer for the Burning Crusade. Let's go to the last one.
We have all been witness to a terrible tragedy. The blood of good men has been shed upon this soil. Honorable knights slain defending their lives, our lives. And while such things can never be forgotten, we must remain vigilant in our cause. The Lich King must answer for what he has done, and must not be allowed to cause further destruction in our world. I make a promise to you now, brothers and sisters. The Lich King will be defeated. On this day, I call for a union. The Argent Dawn and the Order of the Silver Hand will come together as one. We will succeed where so many before us have failed. We will take the fight to ARTHAS, and we will tear down the walls of Icecrown! The Argent Crusade comes for you, ARTHAS!
That was Tyrion Fordring, the last wielder of the ASHBRINGER before the player. He passes away fighting the Legion in the Broken Shore. Okay guys, I hope you were keeping score because these are the results. If you have between 15 and 20, you are a High Lord. You know everything about Paladins. Your main is probably a Paladin. If you have 14 to 10, you're a Paladin Knight. You know lore and most things about the class. If you have 9 to 5 correct answers, you're a Paladin Recruit. There are lots of things you need to know, but you're on the way. And if you have less than 5, you're a Squire. You're really new to Paladins and have a lot to learn about them. Okay guys, that's the end of the Paladin quiz. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did making it. And leave a comment telling me what score did you get. And as always, give the video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe. Thanks for watching.